Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV coming at you with that seventh defenseman news I talked about at the end of the video earlier this evening, discussing, of course, the Oilers' road trip. Well, they need a seventh defenseman for said road trip, and that will indeed be Phil Kemp. The Edmonton Oilers recall this evening for the road trip through Chicago, Detroit, and Montreal. We'll deep dive into Kemp to the extent that you need to know ahead of the trip for a guy who is likely to sit in the press box the whole time. But I'll tell you, one of the easiest guys in the Oilers organization, similar to a Vinny Desharnais, to cheer for when it comes to a guy that should hopefully see maybe a game here for the Oilers, who obviously have had some injuries on the back end, whether it be Cody Ceci taking a puck to the face or the six guys riding live or die for this Edmonton Oilers defense since Philip Broberg was sent down. So we'll discuss all that in a matter of moments. Friends, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. I'd love to have you aboard. And if you just want to follow Phil Kemp while he's up with the Edmonton Oilers, you're more than welcome to do that in the time being. Number one, what do we know? Well, this evening, about 3 minutes ago from when I clipped this, so right around 7 o'clock Mountain Time, the Oilers called up Phil Kemp from the Bakersfield Condors. You see, I had to sneak in a little bit of Oilers fanatic advertising in there for you as well. But Phil Kemp recalled from the Bakersfield Condors. Now, big thing is, friends, when I say this is an easy to cheer for guy, this is a guy that the Oilers have to be proud of promoting to the NHL level before his 25th birthday, which is due up here just a short less than about a month away. Well, here's some stats on Phil Kemp. He's got 26 games played this season in the Bakersfield Condors organization, 5 assists, and a +5 on the year. That's what all those fives mean. Basically, what you need to know here, why he's an easy to cheer for guy. Round 7, 208th overall in 2017. He's almost 25, and I put that tagline at the bottom there, awesome guy. Phil Kemp is your kind of guy who will do anything and everything you need to do as a player on your blue line, right? He's a guy who goes out there and does everything. And quite honestly here, friends, when it comes down to it, as a member of the Bakersfield Condors the past several years, he's kind of been around since the bubble year. Phil Kemp has simply done everything there is to do to earn a call up to be the seventh defenseman who gets paid an NHL paycheck on this road trip. I don't care about salary. I don't care. We don't need to worry about cap implications here, friends. To be honest with you, Philip Kemp is a guy that did everything there is to do to try and achieve the NHL dream. Whether that ends up just being a paycheck for a few games this season, or whether that means he actually gets into a game, right? And I mean, I could share some of the scouting report stuff I've been sent already here this evening, but to be honest with you, when it comes to Phil Kemp, he's a guy that I would not be too scared of being put into a game during this road trip. Obviously, like we mentioned, it's a little bit of an easier eastern swing here for the Oilers, facing Chicago and, of course, Montreal, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that Phil Kemp in the lineup would not be a plus thing for the Edmonton Oilers during this road trip. And I look forward to hopefully seeing him in there at one point this road trip. I doubt the Oilers go 11-7, however, given how things are rolling. So unless the Oilers lose against, say, Detroit and want to just change the deck a little bit, go 11-7 against Montreal and see if they have a little bit of different pace to their game, sure. But the way the Oilers are rolling, I don't think there's any way that Phil Kemp gets a game. It's just more so I hope he gets a game, because Phil Kemp, I mean, if you follow the Oilers system, he's been an absolute guy that's just stood in there and taken some beatings as a member of the Condors over the past few years, and he's just kind of taken it on the chin and decided to keep plowing ahead. And similar to what Vinny Desharnais did, right? Every single game was a building block to get here. And for Phil Kemp, he achieves that ultimate hockey goal, getting that first call up to the NHL. So well done, Philip Kemp, today, getting the call to the Oilers roster for this road trip. Now we look forward to seeing what happens from here. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for being aboard this evening. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I am up on out of here.